Welcome one and all. We're going to start here very soon. Welcome to Get Inspired, the show where we all get inspired. We get inspired by trying new ideas out. We get inspired through your suggestions. We get inspired sometimes not to try ideas as well. Inspiration everywhere you look. We'll get started here in just a moment. Welcome in. Hope everyone's day is going well. Mine's just starting. Got a little bit of teaching after this. A little bit of karaoke later on tonight. What's your go-to karaoke song? Do you guys have go-to karaoke songs? Welcome in Makes It Fit. Welcome in a Colt. Good to see you guys. Makes It Fit. If you haven't met a Colt yet, Colt's a real life friend here who's actually in the room with me right now. Modding. Makes It Fit is a Colt that's been around forever and a good mate as well. Much respect to Makes It Fit for sure. If you haven't met Makes It Fit before, one of my longest standing followers and mods here. So great to see you, mate. I hope you and the fam are good. You and the partners well. I refuse to sing. Now, do you refuse to sing? Do you refuse to sing because the lack of confidence, or do you refuse to sing because you just don't like singing? Like, is it because you don't feel confident about your voice? Most of the time in my teaching career, that's what I come across as well. We're starting soon. Just building that tension up before we start, you know. A nice little tension before we start so everyone can get the notification and be here from the start of the show. Enjoying all the fun of the next 2 hours. And already we've got some inspiration coming here of Don't Stop Believing coming in from Makes It Fit there. That'll be one that we'll give a go here in a little bit. I just went to go type in to look for the chords and my caps key was on, so start to scream at me, "Don't stop believing." That's what I read it as. Bit of a journey. We might have to give that a go. I have to warm up. But look, here's my face. How you guys going? It's pretty bright in here today. The big part about not doing Lurk Night Jams is it's daytime and the sun's out. My name is Trebblesome, or Treble for short. Look, my real name's Damien. There's a hot tip for you. But today, welcome to Get Inspired, where now on Tuesdays, or is it Tuesdays? Tuesdays, it's on Thursdays. What does my schedule say? What does my schedule say? Definitely here on Thursdays. I can't remember the other day now. I have to look at my schedule again. I think it was Tuesdays, maybe. I think I had on 12 o'clock as well for coming on here as a regular sort of stream. And also, we're going to be having a stream on Monday nights for Lurk Night Jams at 10 p.m. So 12 p.m. Midday on Tuesday and Thursdays for this year, which is Get Inspired, where we jump on and we get inspired with your requests. We get inspired with musical challenges, changing songs into different styles, trying different new instruments out, teaching you guys a little bit along the way as well. I'll have my teacher hat a little bit on here and give you guys some hot tips on how to be creative at home and things like that. So let's get started. Welcome in one and all. The sunshine is very bright. 1 star. It is a little bit bright. You can see here, like maybe is it too bright? The sun's shifted since I've started my stream, and now it's now half my body's lit up and the other half is in darkness. It is mysterious. Let's go with that. Let's go with mysterious. So let's get started here now. In the chat there, Makes It Fit said straight away said Don't Stop Believing by Journey. Now we'll do that one in a second, but before we do that, I need to warm up my vocals. Now there's a little technique that I like to do when warming up my vocals. This is one that I use quite a bit actually. And it's like a bit of alliteration. It's a little bit of a phrase called, it goes, "My mother makes me mash my M&Ms on a Monday morning." One thing I like to do is to take that line, "My mother makes me mash my M&Ms on a Monday morning," a bit of alliteration, gets the mouth going. I like to try and do a little bit of a song with that, just in different styles and kind of get warmed up with it. Typically, if I was going to do it on a piano, it used to be the sort of thing that I'd come in and I'd go like, My mother makes me mash my M&Ms on a Monday morning. Like that, right? You keep going up the scale. But we'll try and make it a little bit different here. Join in at home if you want to warm up as well. The words are, my mother makes me mash my M&Ms on a Monday morning. Ooh, yeah, well, my mother makes me mash my M&Ms on a Monday morning. Gotta get the levels right as I'm singing. Oh, yeah, my mother makes my mother makes me mash my M&Ms on a Monday morning. My mother makes me mash my M&Ms on a Monday. Oh, she makes me mash my M&Ms. Makes me mash my M&Ms. She makes me mash my M&Ms on a Monday morning. On a Monday morning. So yeah, this is a little bit of exercise. Sometimes I do it a little bit different every time. I just use my mother makes me mash my M&Ms on a Monday morning to get my mind into a bit more of a creative mindset with different styles or different feels, different pitches on my vocals there as well. So a little bit of different there, but we're going to jump over now to our first sort of request that came in today. Not officially a request, but an inspiration that came into the chat there from Makes It Fit, which is Don't Stop Believing. Now, I don't know if I've actually done this one too much before. Definitely done it at karaoke before. And the opening question at the start there was, what's your favourite karaoke song? For me, I'm going to karaoke tonight. It's Thursday night. Thursday night is my regular karaoke night, and I love to go to karaoke and see my friends. It's one of my favourite things to do in the week. What about yourselves? Do you have a regular karaoke song? Makes Fit says, maybe Don't Stop Believing, but only at last call. Well, this is the start of the call here, so let's give it a go here. All I've done here, if I want to try and work this song out, I've just gone and found the chords on Ultimate Guitar. So all I'm doing is going to read the Ultimate Guitar chords here and give it a go. I'm going to try and make it into a bit of acoustic one here. Now, bearing in mind, it's just warming up. This is quite a blaster of a song, and might not be in the right key for me. But who gives a crap? Let's give it a go anyway. Because why not? Let's give it a crack and get inspired here and try this request out here. So if you do have a request, what I'll do right now is I'm going to open up the line right now. If you have a request, please put it into the chat. I would like the title and artist of the song. You can also ask me to change it into a different style of music for our next song. So for this one here, I'm going to do a bit of acoustic. For our next piece, let's find a song of your choice, and let's have a listen to it and break it down, live learn it, and we might even change it up a little bit and get inspired by your request. All right, here we go though. Out, doesn't it? The strings need to be changed on this for sure. We're just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. He's just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. Their shadows searching in the night. Streetlights, people are living just to find emotion hiding somewhere in the night. Working hard to get my fill, and everybody wants a thrill. They're paying anything to roll the dice just one more time. There's some who win, some who lose, some were born to sing the blues. Or the movie, it never ends, it goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting down the boulevard, their shadows searching in the night. Streetlights, people are living just to find emotion hiding somewhere in the night. Yeah, I'm going to lay this down and put a solo in. Guitar cam, even though you probably can't see with the light. Believing, hold on to that feeling. Street lights, people, whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, there we go. Get my talkies back on there. All right, that was the first one. Let's kind of kick us off there. First request coming in. Slightly obvious. Great to see you, friend. Great to see you. I'm going to cut that off there. It's a little pretty loud. Welcoming one and all. If you are joining, my name is Troublesome, or Treble for short. I'm here. I've got a mod here actually in the room with me over here. Amy, Colt, how is the light in there on your end looking at the street? Is it too bright? Is it too bright? It's not too bright because I've got this other monitor up there that doesn't give me the true definition of what it's looking like on screen. So it's a bit hard to kind of tell what's going on with that. This guitar's a little bit out as well. We're going to get that tuned up real quickly here. Welcome if you're joining. Today is Get Inspired, and that's where, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I like to do improv, I like to be creative, and I like to do different ideas, and that's exactly what today's all about. But on top of that, we get to throw on a little bit of a teaching hat sometimes, and I'll show you guys some cool little things to learn at home, and I'll show you some parts that aren't too hard to play, and I'll get you hopefully inspired leaving here, enjoying music, and want to do more music in your own time. Let's see, get this guitar tuned up though. That sounds better. Yeah, so welcome in one and all. Now, as I said before, great to see you, Slightly Obvious. Great to see you, Makes You Fit. Great to see you, Colt, as well. Hopefully you enjoyed that last one there. A bit of inspired jam coming in. Inspired request coming in from when I asked, what is your favourite karaoke song? What is your favourite karaoke song? On Thursdays, I love to go to karaoke. It's one of my favourite things to do with my friends. Tonight, I often have some karaoke songs that I do as well. One is Bad Touch by Bloodhound Gang, which is a little bit cheeky. I love to do that one. Kryptonite is another one I like to do at karaoke. I've been trying to do My Way by Frank Sinatra lately as well, just doing really engage with some different vocals there. But I love to do, one of my favourite things to do is, I'm going to see if I can actually pull it up here and do a bit of a, get you guys inspired in a different way this time. Hopefully it syncs up all right. I'm actually going to go find a karaoke track here on YouTube, and I'm going to sing along to that karaoke track. And I want to show you guys my favourite one that I do. It's actually Mr. Brightside, but it's Mr. Brightside done a little bit differently. It's done with the, you guys know Postmodern Jukebox? Postmodern Jukebox karaoke version of that one. So I'm going to do a karaoke here for you up next. And the thing is, I've never actually heard Postmodern Jukebox do this version. I got their version up at karaoke and I just sing along to it because it's a more jazzier version of the song, and then I put my own touches onto it. So you're going to hear that on this next one. Let me know if it's the levels are good and if it's all synced up and stuff like that, because on my end it may not have a delay, but on yours it may do. So real quickly here, let's jump across here. I'm going to quickly just move some things off the screen so you can I can get that the screen, a full screen here. Now, hopefully this is the same as the one I do at karaoke, and I'm going to sing along to this. If you're at home and you enjoy singing, I highly recommend karaoke tracks. Are a great way to practice the vocals, and I definitely love karaoke for that reason. I don't have to worry too much about the instrumentation. So in this one, the guitar's going down. I'm going to show you my favourite karaoke track, and hopefully I can do it justice. Let's give it a crack. Join in at home if you're singing on with this one at home, and see how would you do this one. So this is a 1940s Rat Pack version of Mr. Brightside. Hopefully the levels are good. We'll find out in just a moment here. I don't know if it's space. Oh, here we are. Now I got it here. Start again. I'm coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. I gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss, how did it end up like this? It was only a kiss, it was only a kiss. Now I'm falling asleep and she's calling a cab. She's taking a smoke, she's having a drag. Now I'm going to bed and my stomach is sick and it's all in my head, but she's touching his chest now. Well, he takes off her dress now. Let me go. And I just can't look, it's killing me and taking control. Love's jealousy, turning Satan to the sea, swimming through sick lullabies, choking on your alibis. But it's just a price to pay. Well, destiny is calling me. Open up my eager eyes, 'cause I'm Mr. Brightside. I'm coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. I gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss, how did it end up like this? It was only a kiss, it was only a kiss. Now I'm falling asleep and she's calling a cab while he's having a smoke. She's taking a drag. Now I'm going to bed and my stomach is sick and it's all in my head, but she's touching his chest now. He takes off her dress now. Let me go. And I just can't look, sea. We're turning saints into the sea. We're swimming through sick lullabies, choking on your alibis. But it's just the price to pay. But destiny is calling me. Will open up my eager eyes. But I'm Mr. Bright Side. Oh, yeah. I'm Mr. B-R-I-G-H-T S-I-D-E. I'm Mr. B. Yeah. Oh, I'm Mr. Brightside. Yeah. I'm Mr. Brightside. Yeah. All right. Did you enjoy that's my favourite karaoke song. So that is normally my opener to get myself warmed up for karaoke. And by opener, it means that my throat's also screwed after doing that one song as well. But I love it. I think it's a cool tune. Welcome if you are joining. My name is Troublesome, or Treble for short. If you've joined us mid that, that was my favourite karaoke song. And today we're talking about your favourite karaoke songs to help inspire as well song suggestions today. So we have Tequila is not great for karaoke, but funny yet lazy choice. Let's see if we can do Tequila as a nice little inspiration there for our next one in a second here. But if you guys have, I've lost my throat after doing that one song. I still got teaching to go today and karaoke to go tonight. I will not be able to sing tonight by the sounds of it. But if you guys have a karaoke song that is your favourite song to listen to or to perform, I'd love to hear about that in the chat just there. But yeah, that one that you just heard, the Postmodern Jukebox version of Mr. Brightside, I don't even know how they do it. I haven't actually heard it and I don't really want to. But definitely one I like to sing exactly as you're saying there. Harsh on my voice a little bit, but powerful. I definitely like to try and get a lot of the range happening in that one there and the power and work on different dynamics. And I just find it fun because it's such a different version of Mr. Brightside. Now, let me go look up here a little bit of Tequila. Tequila. Is that by who's it by? Who's it actually by is a question. I should have my Spotify open here. Let me just quickly look it up here on Tequila song. Who is Tequila actually by? The Champs, is that it? Let's have a look here.
All right, Little Caesar's Crazy Puffs.
Let's have a quick little wait for the ad, of course. And so today is all about being inspired, inspiring others, get inspired yourself, inspiring me. It's all about the inspiration, hence the title of Get Inspired. So right now, Tequila was the next thing that's going to inspire me here. Now, let's have a quick listen to it here while I try and find the chords and things like that. So if you are looking for things like this at home, I'm just going to Ultimate Guitar for now. I'm just going to have a quick look here. The version 2 has slightly better stars to it. I might grab one of those just to give me a bass line here. And I welcome a very important platypus. Nice to see you, mate. Welcome in. The lyrics are diverse in this one. But let's see if I can even work it out here with my ear. Let's see if we can do an acoustic version of it. It looks like it's in the key of F. Right, here we go. That's all. You know what? We're just going to do our own version here. So the inspiration came from this. I've got that. That's the riff there. Okay, so we're going to be in like the key of F. So I'm just going to take a bit of inspiration from this. It's going to be a jam, and we're going to have a bit of a jam here on inspiration we're hearing from this. Now, what I'm listening to when I'm hearing this real quickly, just to break down a little bit more for you, so you can understand where I'm coming from when I go to my inspiration side. First of all, we've got that main little line. So we've got that. That's going to be the riff that kind of holds it together. And then I'm probably going to put like... I'm going to put some chords, but probably in F minor. Yeah, let's have a look at it. F major. And the chords on the actual thing here said F to E flat. Oh, there it is there. F, E flat. So we'll put that in. I'm also hearing some horns in there, so I might put some horns in on the keys as well. I'm also hearing like a little palm muted sort of line, and in the back part of it there. I'm hearing some ride on the drums, and like right on the bell, kind of following the melody line a little bit. So everything's kind of centered around that main little line that we have there. So let's see if we can break it down, make it to our own, make it a little bit different, and go from there. I'm going to start it again, just because I might get those chords in first. I think we'll go. I'm going to take a little bit of the reverb off that as well, so it's a little bit more sharper, right? So it's not heavily going over the top of the other part. All right, it looks like I might have to change guitars. I think my battery's finally died on this guitar. I said to my friend and mod who's here with me today, Amy, or Colt there in the chat, do you mind me using your real name? Is that okay? That's all right, just checking. I said, didn't I say? I said, the batteries are going to die on this so early into this stream. So I'm just going to quickly just get this electric tuned up and we'll get started. Now, if you guys have karaoke songs that you'd like to suggest in chat, we're going to use those for inspiration today. I'm going to go to karaoke tonight on Thursdays. Is my favourite karaoke day. We did a bit of a karaoke song just earlier. Let me just get this tuned up. All right, let's give it a go again. Take 2. Oh, let's give it a crack. So there we go. We've got ourselves a bit of groove now. Let's put some drums up. Getting pretty full up there already, isn't it? It's quite a full song though. I want to get a bit of bass in there as well though. Go find the notes again. Tequila! 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 All right, that was our next little jam coming in there. As I came in and inspired there by Maxi Fit in chat. Bit of tequila for you, with a bit of a different little, I guess, feel, but similar sort of vibe there at the same time. I want to show you guys something kind of cool with a bass guitar. One thing about these sessions here is I'm going to get my teacher hat on occasion. Thanks very much for the emotes in the chat as well, and welcome to those who are joining, whether you be a first-time watcher or someone who's returning or watching on a past broadcast. I appreciate you guys being here and listening to me ramble on and do stupid songs. So thank you for being here, much appreciated. Now I want to talk a bit about the bass. Now with the bass guitar here, one cool thing about the bass is obviously it's got less strings than the guitar. It's tuned. The standard bass tuning is E-A-D-G, the same as the bottom four strings of a guitar. So for me, I play it a lot like a guitar. And one of the cool things that I've learned though, that when I'm teaching new people how to play bass, is I teach them first of all the power chords on a guitar on a bass. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that just now, because this is all I did. If you heard the bass line in that last song. Hear that? Now it sounds pretty complicated, right? But all I'm using there is the power chords on the guitar. Now with a light here like this, it's a little bit challenging to see. But if you've ever done power, I'm going to show you here on the first fret where the light is currently not hitting. A power chord is when you have your first finger on the root note of the chord, and then you bring your third finger and on the down, miss a fret, down a string, just here, and then the pinky finger goes underneath it like so. So you've got this sort of L shape. Now this is used as the root of a chord, the fifth of a chord, and the root of a chord in the octave position. Now the reason why this is called a power chord is because it doesn't have, it only has a root, the fifth, and the root of a chord. It doesn't have the minor third or the major third determined in it, or the third in the middle of the chord. Now if we talk about that with a piano, for instance, you have. put on piano sound, you have like, let's say we do C, E, and G, which is our C major chord. If I get rid of the middle note on there, that's the power chord just there, because you've got the C and the fifth. So you can use power chords for both major and minor chords. Hence why they fit a lot into songs, and a lot of people in rock use them because they're versatile. And especially when I'm teaching people brand new, it's a great way to get them playing on rock tunes without having to worry about what a major or minor is straight away. But by learning this little power chord, suddenly you've got this. You've got this 3 notes that you can play with each chord. So let's say I did one before, which was F to E flat. I'm going to try and go up here on the guitar cam, but just be wary that the sun is a bit shit at the moment. I'm going to try and move down here. I'm up on 8th fret, right? So I'm just doing my shape, 1, 3, and 4 like that. And then just taking it down 2 frets. And you got that little line I did before, which sounds a lot more complicated than it is, but it's just if you're a guitarist or you've played any sort of guitar, you've probably done a power chord before. And the thing is I love about teaching this to people is that it definitely is quite versatile in lots of different songs, right? So if anytime you even want to just do a root note of a song, let's say I've done anytime Bacon's here, we do Believer, which is A, F, E. I could just go. First things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head. But and just do the root notes like that, or you could do like a disco version. Or you could do this one. Put these little extra notes just with those three notes there, So, but Max Fit in chat says, I like octaves and I like fifths. Exactly, octaves and fifths work really well. So with this mentioned here, that's a really handy tip to take away if you want to learn how to play that real quick. Now, a very important platypus said, why don't we just dance by Josh Turner as our next one there is coming of inspiration. So let's have a listen here to why don't we just dance? Let's have a look at it. And that's by let's find it by Josh Turner. Let's go have a listen.
I have 12 emails, 30 messages, and a proposal due by 10.
Just give it a second. Give it a second. How's everyone's day going? Are you well? Are you doing well? It's good to have you in here. What's your favourite karaoke songs? Let's go. Let's do some research while we're looking at this. Why don't we just dance? I'm just going to jump over here. Look up the. It's got a bit of a blues feel to it, which is nice. Why don't we just dance? Let's see if we find the chords for Josh Turner. Capo 3rd fret there. If I do it with the capo version, if I transpose up 3, play +3. If it's got a capo there, I'm just going to go +3. Oh well, gone crazy. Why don't we just dance? It's the same key. I'm gonna get the chart. It's gonna be more than enough for my 2 left feet and my 2 left feet. I haven't heard it before, so it's going to be inspired. Why don't we just dance down the hall, maybe straight up the stairs, bouncing off the wall, floating on air, baby. Why don't we just dance? So I'm going to take some inspiration from this. First, I'm hearing that drums. Now, of course, this isn't a loop song. There's no loopiness to this. I'm going to do this on guitar, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in some drums and try and emulate that little drum feel that we're hearing there. There we go, we've got a bit of a groove there now. All right, let's see. I'm going to go here and look, check these chords out. Now, it's got the capo on 3rd fret. Let's try it with a capo. So I do love the sound of an open chord. Got the F sharp in there with a capo on there still, though. Let's see if I can change it up even more here. If I go back to, so there's one thing I'm doing here, a little trick. I'm going to go back, transpose back 2. So that way now it's in C, E, A minor, F. A lot easier open chords. So if you're someone learning open chords, this is a great way to kind of do that. Now with the capo, originally the key would be a +3 capo, right there. So this is with a capo on 3, so it's going to be on 2 here. Is that right? No. Bugger, I'm just going to do this key here and see how it sounds. So we could listen to opener again just to get the idea of the opener for this one. So there's a request coming in here. First time listen for me. Definitely got that blues, solid shuffle blues feel to it. I'm going to try the capo here on first fret. It's going to be an F there. Let's go. Let's going to do it like this. Right, let's give it a go. Baby, why don't we just turn the TV on? Oh, 315 channels are nothing about the values on. Well, it might be me, about the way I see it. The whole world has gone crazy. So, baby, why don't we dance? A little bit different. Just a little bitty living room, looking like that much. When the lights go down and I move to the couch, it's gonna be more than enough for my 2 left feet. And now, 2 hearts beating, nobody's gonna see us go crazy. So, baby, why don't we dance? I like this groove here. I'm going to set up a loop on this groove here. And we're going to get a jam going. That bass line I told you about before, to add into this one. Baby, why don't we TV on. 315 channels of nothing but bad news on. Well, it might be me, but the way I see it, the whole world's gone crazy with me. So, baby, why don't we just dance? Just a little bit of living room ain't gonna look like much now. But when the lights go down and we move to the couch now, it's gonna be more than enough for my two left feet and our two hearts beating. Nobody's gonna see us go crazy, so why don't we just dance down the hall? Baby, up the stairs, bouncing off the wall. Who bloody cares? Let's float in the air. Oh, baby, why don't we dance? Dance down the hall, maybe up the stairs, bounce off the wall, floating on the air. Baby, why don't we just dance? Why don't we just dance? Down the pole, maybe up the stairs, bouncing off the wall, floating in the air. Baby, why don't we just dance? Oh, baby, just dance. All right, hopefully you enjoyed that. That was inspiration taken from the request that came in chat just there. The request came in of Josh Turner's Why Don't We Just Dance? This was what we had. And I took some inspiration from that, and I kind of changed it up with it, made it into a looper. And hopefully you didn't mind my changes that we threw in there, just to make it a little bit different. And this is all about getting inspired here and trying new things out. So yeah, there's going to be some clashes. There's going to be some things that I don't do right, don't do 100% very well. But hopefully you leave here going, okay, if he can do it like that, and it's just those easy chords, I can do it too. With of course a bit of practice. Up next, let's. I'm going to bring in. I'm going to bring in a request of my own here. In fact, I'm going to do a song here. My mods, I've got a mod just hanging out over here, over there. Do you have any suggestions for a song that you'd like to hear me do, that you'd like to hear me change up into a different style? Which one? Lost Boy, that's exactly what I was actually thinking myself. We're going to do Lost Boy. Now, Lost Boy, we talked about karaoke just before. Occult Noir, who's in the chat there, who's a friend of mine here live right now, modding for me just over the side here, in a seal onesie, stole my song. Stole my song. Lost Boy was my karaoke song, and then you went and stole it on me, didn't you? Don't get me wrong, you do a great version of it. You're an amazing vocalist, and we might even, if I can get the courage up here, would you like to sing it? Yeah, all right. Well, I'm not going to sing for this next one. You're about to see maybe a seal onesie come onto screen here. I'm just going to, maybe I can get a second mic going. I could do maybe for next stream, but for now we're just going to pass you this microphone here. Try and get a little bit more length on it here so you can grab it. And we're going to have a different singer coming on. Come on in. You're still off screen or on screen? What are you thinking? All right, haven't decided yet. Well, you'll be able to be seen on screen there potentially. I'll put you off to the side here.
Hello, hello. Oh, goodness.
echo.
That's not a good idea. Trust me when I say you don't want me entertaining people. I am not entertaining.
All right, one and all. This is Amy or Nicole Noir just here, and I think I've actually accidentally I've unplugged one of my cameras accidentally when I was just adjusting things there and trying to get a second pair of headsets in. So I might have actually screwed one of my cameras up and have to fix it up here in a moment. It looks like I've screwed up two cameras. My foot camera's probably not working as well. So this one here looks like it's frozen. So let's see if I can quickly sort this out and we'll go from there. So let's see if I can get this working. So we get this camera working again. Fix it, yes. I've knocked something. There we go. All right. So we're going to do Lost Boy, and I'm going to guest vocalist here today.
Oh, there we go. Okay. There was a time when I was alone, nowhere to go and no place to go home. My only friend was the man in the moon, and even sometimes he would go away too. Then one night as I closed my eyes, I saw a shadow flying high. He came to me with the sweetest smile, told me he wanted to talk for a while. He said, Peter Pan, that's what they call me. I promise that you'll never be lonely ever since that day. I am a lost boy from Neverland, usually hanging out with Peter Pan. And when we're bored, we play in the woods, always on the run from Captain Hook. Run, run, lost boy, they say to me, away from all of reality. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free. He sprinkled me in pixie dust and told me to believe, believe in him and believe in me. Together we will fly away in a cloud of green to your beautiful destiny. Flown above the town that never loved me, I realized I finally had a family. Soon enough we reached Neverland, peacefully my feet usually hanging out with Peter Pan. And when we're bored, we play in the woods, always on the run from Captain Hook. Run, run, lost boy, they say to me, away from all of reality. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free. Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free. Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, Wendy, darling, even Captain Hook, you are my perfect storybook. Neverland, I love you so, you are now my home sweet home forever, a lost boy at last. Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, Wendy, darling, even Captain Hook, you are my perfect storybook. Neverland, I love you so, you are now my home sweet home forever, a lost boy at last. Oh, no, or okay. We still had four, but that's okay. Yeah.
Put your fake hands out there. That's Amy. The first time she's jumped on stream here with me. Normally, sometimes helping with the modding. What did you guys think? Should we get her on stream a bit more often to do a few more songs? I think she's got a lovely voice on her, and there's particularly when we do some karaoke songs. In fact, this is all about being inspired. And what I might do is I might try and find one of her regular karaoke tracks here and get her to do one more song to the karaoke track that she normally does at karaoke. One of those Billie Eilish ones or something like that you normally do. And that way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick little break and just quickly sit back here and maybe just like vape for a little bit while she sings. While she's doing that, I'm actually going to get a second microphone set up as well. So I'm going to get a second microphone, see if we can get a second microphone in here. Somehow, I don't know how I'm going to do it just yet. In fact, as I'm saying this, I'm not really sure just how to do it right now. Can she meddle? Can you meddle?
I don't know. I can evanescence.
She can evanescence, which is a kind of version of it, isn't it? I'm gonna quickly look up here now. What song would you like to do a karaoke version? So this is all about getting inspired, and right now I'm inspiring a real life person here to jump on stream and try get out of a comfort zone to try singing in front of people here online. Let's do the bit one. What's the Billie Eilish one that you do? Is it My Future? Is that like real jazzy one you do as well? That's from like Fallout.
Oh yeah.
What's that one? Which one would you rather do out of those two? I don't want to set the world on fire. Okay, I don't. Let me look it up. Can you hold this for a second and say hi to the peeps?
Hello, peeps. Yes, that's the one.
I never blush, so make me.
All right, so we're gonna get Amy here to do a karaoke song. Welcome if you are joining. Your name is Troublesome, or Treble for short, and we have a little bit of a guest here today, just doing a little bit of a couple of songs. Normally helping with the mod, and now jumping on and doing some songs here. So this is one of her karaoke songs. I'm going to take a quick little break, and I might try and see. I'm trying to work out how I can set up a second mic here without interfering. We've put some reverb on it and stuff, and I believe I could get a second microphone going, but the second one I haven't got any effects for at the moment. So we'll see how we go. I might be able to put them on post. Maybe we'll have a look. But in the meantime, I'm going to pass this over to Amy, who's going to. In fact, I'm going to get Amy to jump into this seat here and take control here while I get up and have a little bit of a break. All right. Come on. Wanna grab a seat? No. Okay.
want to start a flame in your heart. In my heart I have but one desire, and that one is you. No other will do. I've lost all ambition for worldly acclaim. I just want to be the one you love. And with your admission that you feel the same, I'll have reached the goal I'm dreaming of. Believe me, I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart. I don't want to set the world on fire, honey. I love you too much. I just want to start a great big flame down in your heart. You see, way down inside of me, darling, I have only one desire, and that one desire is you. And I know nobody else ain't gonna do. I've lost all ambition for worldly acclaim. I just want to be the one you love. And with your admission that you feel the same, I'll have reached the goal I'm dreaming of. Believe me, I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart.
Yay. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Nicely done. All right, so that was yeah. I think it might become the occult noir show soon, with great vocals like that. Now I wasn't expecting to necessarily do this. I'll have to set up a bit different next time if Amy's around to join in on some songs. We might get her on a future streams to do stuff. And now while she's got a beautiful voice there, I've been working with her a little bit to try and get the confidence up with the improvised side of things and working on how I go pretty ad hoc and just try things on a whim, right? So that's what I'm kind of working with her at the moment, to try to get that confidence up to get to that point. It takes a little while, right? This has been a lifelong learning for myself to get here. Now on this note, I want to talk a bit about karaoke. If you're someone out there who likes to sing, karaoke is, I think, fantastic. It's one of those things when a lot of people love to sing, but they don't have the confidence to do it in front of others. They might be like, oh yeah, I sing in the car, I sing in the shower. I want to, when it comes to being a music teacher, and I've been a school teacher for many years as well as a private educator, and it's the biggest hurdle to get across when it comes to people singing. If you're someone out there who likes to sing, I strongly encourage you to do it for yourself. A couple of things that I would recommend is think vocals are like any instrument. It's like playing a guitar, like any instrument. You wouldn't expect to be amazing at that instrument when you first pick it up and give it a go. Now, when it comes to singing, it's very personal because it's your body. It's how your body resonates. It's how your body sounds. It is your instrument. One thing I really encourage is for people to sing whether they sound good or not. Why? Because practice makes perfect. And only if you go on a karaoke and you might not be very good at hitting on the key, you might work on your timing. You might trying to work on getting those notes right. But the biggest thing is never compare yourself to others and never get there and feel bad about sucking and when you're given giving it a go, to be honest, because the really big thing is about giving it a crack, giving it a go, and doing music for music's sake. Most of the people who might give you crap if you don't sound very good are not people who understand a growth mindset, I find sometimes. Sometimes they don't realize that this is a process to learn. You got to give these things a crack, give these things a go, and I believe karaoke is meant to sound just a little bit bad sometimes as well. Thank you very much for all the emotes and the kindness coming there to Amy, who just sung just then. And we've got about 45 minutes here to go until we close off the stream. I work after this, and I've got karaoke in the evening. So karaoke is our hot topic of the day that is inspiring many things. And if we go back here through the chat, it looks like there's a few song requests that came in earlier. We had Burn It Down by AWOL Nation coming in there from It Makes It Fit earlier. Let me go back a bit further. I think there was that the only one I saw? Just coming in there. So I want to have a little listen here to our next little request coming in. And if you're in the chat and you want to suggest a song for me or Amy to tackle here, now bearing in mind that I haven't got everything set up perfect for today for Amy here, I will for a future stream if she is around. And on top of that, I am hoping to get other artists in as well to help come in and do segments. We now have 3 time slots each week. On Tuesday, Thursday at 12 o'clock, 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and on Monday nights for Lurk Night Jams. So right now, let's go check out this next piece here, which is Burn It Down by AWOL Nation. Let's have a little listen to it, and I'll look at the chords and see what we got. Burn It Down. I do love their the Sail song. The Sail song by AWOL Nation definitely works well as a loop. Does this one? We're about to find out here in a second. So let's have a little listen. I'm going to go for a little bit of an adventure here, see what I can find for chords. And there's also apparently some karaoke versions as well. Let's have a little listen here. Let's see if we can even do it live. So, what's it called again? Burn It Down. Let's have a little. Have I tried this one before? I feel like you've suggested this one before. It sounds somewhat familiar. Let's see if I can find. Where's the AWOL Nation version? Let's try to do it this way. Yeah, it looks like I think I've tried this one before, yeah, haven't I? That's what I'm going to listen to there. Let's take the inspiration from there. It's like F to D minor for the song for the most of it. So we're going to get that sort of chorus groove going, and we're going to get something happening here, an inspired jam here on the AWOL Nation. Burn It Down. It's not going to be exactly the same. It never really is, but it'll be what it'll be. Hopefully you enjoy it. Let's give it a go. Thanks for letting me know. I'll just fix it up now. I must accidentally keep knocking the chord on it. There we go. So we've got the first little fill here going for Burn It Down. This is going to be inspired jam on it, putting different parts in there. I think we need a drive-in bass for this though. 2 chords, F minor and D minor. Typically for these sort of fills, I just want to keep it on the bass notes for the root notes for the bass. So it's going to be just like I feel like I want to put an organ in there. So like a something like this. With an F major than a D minor. I think I've done the wrong chords, but that's what we'll make it work. Like a fool, then you run your life, it's a dance floor. If you need a little heat in your face, that's what I'm here for. If you're chilling in the dark and you're looking through a telescope, you will see me sipping on a soul, and you hope, burn it down, gonna burn it down. We're gonna burn it down, 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 down. Burn it down, 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 down. So burn it down, 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 down. Baby, burn it down. We're gonna burn it down. If you're feeling like I feel, throw your fist through the ceiling. Some people call it crazy, well I call it healing. If you need love, turn around to the helicopter. If you're sick, baby girl, well I would love to be your doctor. Gonna burn, burn, burn it down. So burn, burn, burn it down. Gonna burn it, gonna burn it, gonna burn, burn, burn it down. Oh baby, burn it down. We're gonna burn it down. 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 Down. And that was my inspired jam there. Everything's inspired here. Inspired jam that came from AWOL Nation's request there of Burn It Down. Quite different, of course, but the idea is to get inspiration here and get inspired to jam and create up new. It's a great way to help you get used to ease yourself into songwriting. Is to play around with different things and kind of get inspiration from different artists, different ideas, and then shape it up a little bit and make it your own. All right. So that's a really good way of doing it. Now, welcome if you are joining. There's some try and find some little background music while I talk. If you are joining, my name is Treble, Symbol Treble for short. If you've joined halfway through there, welcome. If you're skipping through and you landed here, welcome to my Stay Inspired, or Get Inspired, I should say. Get Inspired, where we get inspired by your suggestions. We get inspired by new instruments, new ideas, and just trying things out of the comfort zone and giving things a go. Now, talking about getting inspired here, this next one here, I'm going to get my teacher hat on, and I'm going to show you guys, we're going to do a little bit of learning. I'm going to teach you how to play a song, a cover song here, your own version, or at least talk you through the way that I'm going to do it. So we're going to start with one here. We're going to do one that you recognize, like Zombie by the Cranberries. I think a lot of you guys might recognize Zombie by the Cranberries. So over here is a little bit of a resource that I've made here, and I'm not sure if I've made them accessible in my Discord just yet, but I know that they are there. I might have to try and make that folder. At one point, it was a bit more for students and things like that, and people who paid for when I tried to get Patreon to go. But for nowadays, I think I might make it accessible to everyone, so you guys can watch these streams and access this information here. So what we've got here is just a bit of a sort of like a sheet that kind of gives you the outline of the chords for the guitar, basics of the basic chord sequence, some chords to do on the piano as well, just here. And then there's I haven't got the bass line there, I haven't got the drums in there, but I'm going to talk you through each of the parts as I lay this down for a bit of Zombie by the Cranberries. Now, ideally, I'd love to do this on the acoustic guitar, but the acoustic guitar ran out of batteries very earlier in this stream. So let's break it down first of all. I'm going to start with the guitar chords. Now, if you look here, if you've seen these diagrams before, these are the neck of the guitar. Each of the lines going down as a string on the guitar. The lines going across are frets. The dots are where you put your fingers, and the dots above the dark line there, which is called the nut, if they've got a circle like that, it means open strings. So for this particular first, this is actually a pretty nice one to start learning on the guitar. And what we do, we start with start with getting rid of all these effects for a second, so you can kind of see here on the guitar. I'm going to do an E minor. Now, an E minor shape, if I just move across here a little bit more so you can see it a little bit better, is I'm using I've got first, second, third, and fourth finger on your hand. On the strings is E, A, D, G, B, and E, or elephants and donkeys grow big ears, 88 Dynamite, Goodbye Eddie, whatever rhyme you want. And I'm going to bring my first and second finger on A string, second fret, D string, second fret, like this, for our first chord. For our second chord, all you need to do is take your first finger off, put my third finger onto A string, third fret, like that, and you get that C major 7 sound. And then I'm going to take that whole shape, move it to the lower strings, and now I've got myself a G6. I'm then going to drop it down to almost a D shape here with the second finger on G string, second fret, the third finger on B string, third fret, and I'm going to bring my thumb or my first finger onto E2. That gives me an F sharp in the bass, and together it sounds quite nice. So that's going to be our guitar line. And then what I'm going to do is at some point you're going to hear me bring in a distorted line. And for that distorted line, I'm going to use power chords. I might go. And that's the shape we talked about before. I'm going to put distortion on that, and it's going to be the power chord, which is the 1, 3, and 4 just there. If you see that shape just there, and I've also got a sheet that you can access and learn about that as well on my Discord that I'll make accessible at some point, probably later on tonight. And I'm going to do power chords with that. So we've got our chords, we've got our power chords for our distortion guitar, and then when I get the bass guitar in a second, it's going to sound like this. So I'm going E, 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 G, this is third fret, open, then jump into the down string to the A3, A string, third fret. Going up 2 frets for a bit of effect there, then going back to the G. Taking it down a fret. Down there for that last little bit. So I'll do that on the bass as well. And essentially I'll put some rock drums in with it, and you've got yourself, and then I'll play the melody line over the top or sing it. How comfortable are you with Zombie? You know it? Maybe we'll get you singing at some point here as well. I'm talking across for those that are joining to my mod and friend Occult Noir, or Amy, who's just over to my side here. But let's set this up, and I'll set the groove up here. You could do simple downstrokes if you want to get those chords going, like this. I'm going to do a little bit more. Now all the chords after, I just got to fix my chords down at my feet. You can probably see they're all tangled. there is a foot cam here, so you can see my feet. I used to have like fancy socks all the time, and then they kept getting holes in them. And now I just bought the same socks, the same black cheap socks, and so that way that I don't have to worry about like finding pairs anymore. I just get the same socks. It's super handy, super handy. Let's give this a go. Down my first guitar part. Let's put that bass part in now. Distorted part in. Pretty full there as a loop. Let's get some vocals in here.
Such silence, who are we mistaken? But you see, it's not me, it's not my family. In your head, they are dying with their tanks and their bombs and their bombs and their guns. In your head, they are crying. What's in your head? Breaking, heart is taking over. When the violence says silence, we must be mistaken. It's the same old thing since 1916. In your head, they're still fighting with their tanks and their bombs and their bombs and their guns. In your head, they are dying. What's in your head? In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. What's in your head? In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. Oh. What's in your head? In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. What's in your head? In your head, zombie, zombie, zombie.
All right, put your hands together there for Amy singing there. I've realised I'm peaking out massively. It's probably sounding a bit distorted on your end there, guys, because I've gone a bit crazy with the sound and I've pushed the sounds a little bit too much, and it was definitely peaking in that song. So I think my levels might have to come down just a touch, so that way we don't blow your socks off too much there in the chat. So welcome if you are joining. My name is Troublesome or Treble, and this to my side here is Colt Noir, who's been a mod friend and also now a singer on the channel as well. So yeah, I might have to make it a bit more of a regular sort of thing. Not only getting Amy in here or Colt Noir to get a few other people come in and sing, which is something I've always wanted to do. Now today is all about being inspired, and I've been inspired having you here as well. Amy, have you enjoyed it? You have enjoyed it? Good. I definitely got to get a few more things set up here because this is a really tiny headphone cable. And we haven't got a second microphone set up because it'd be nice to do some harmonies and kind of get those things happening as well. Now, that last piece we accessed using this little resource that I've put together here. Now, I have to check see if it's still available on my Discord, but it is definitely on my Discord. It's just a matter of whether I've got things set up there ready for it. So we'll check it out at some point. It's definitely. I'll show you my Discord soon what's there as well. In the meantime, let me just get a few things here sorted. All right, so swap some headphones back, kind of get my setup going here again. The amount of times it takes me to Amazon Basic headphone cables work well. Yeah, I've got an extender. Like I said, just today I wasn't expecting it, so it's a little bit ad hoc. But yeah, definitely we'll have it. I think ready for next time with an extender, so that way we can have two of us here jamming and two of us here playing, singing and doing all the things like that. So yeah, so Amy, it's been nice having you here, sing along, and definitely your vocals sound lovely. For someone, I don't think you've ever had any formal training, have you? A choir kid back in the day, for sure. But did you ever have private lessons or anything like that or study? No, so this has been just work, personal work you've done, and this kind of goes to what I was talking about before when it comes to karaoke or singing, right? It just takes work. I know when I was teaching. Let me put some background tunes here while I talk. When I was a school teacher over here in Canada, where I reside now, I haven't done school teaching. I didn't get my qualifications sent over, or tried. It was just a nightmare. But a lot of my teaching career was in Australia in the schools, and it definitely takes a lot of work to try and get people out of their comfort zone to sing. I remember the students used to say to me, Mr. Insert last name, Mr. Troublesome, you sound like a dying cat. Yeah, they were lovely kids, just saying all the kind of things. And so at that point in time, I was teaching people. I'd been to university and I understood. I was like, oh, sing from the diaphragm. Here's some things to do. Here's some ways to sing. But I hadn't actually. I was a guitarist predominantly at the time, and I hadn't applied those things to my own singing. So I started to apply the learnings that I got taught at university to teach others to myself. And over the years, my voice, if you've been watching this stream, has improved. Am I nailing it every time? No. But is it improving? Yes. And that's all you can ever hope for, is one step forward at a time, improving day by day on what you do, and keep going at it. Not necessarily just because you want to be amazing at it, because you just enjoy it. And you enjoy that process of learning and that growth mindset. So if you're out there and you want to sing and you're nervous about it, I strongly encourage you to try and work on just doing it for yourself, for your own growth, and don't listen to people who tend to put you down. They are people who won't do it themselves typically. People who don't, because anyone who has done it themselves and worked through learning vocals before knows that that's a process. So they wouldn't slag it out. They wouldn't give it crap because they've been through the process themselves. Unless they're just assholes, by my language. But in the meantime, let's jump here into another piece. And I'm gonna do this next one here. I'm gonna do a song and I'm gonna change the style of it. So let's see if I can talk you through this next one and what I mean when I say change the style of the song, and what I think about when I think of different styles of songs. So for this next one, I'm just gonna find one here that I'm comfortable to do that with, and this is gonna be easy enough to do. Look, let's do, you've probably heard of Radioactive by Imagine Dragons before. We've got one here, Radioactive by Imagine Dragons. Now I'm going to try and change this into a reggae slash maybe a ska, reggae sort of style piece. Now this typically doesn't go in that style, but how do I change a song into a different style? What does that mean? How do I do that? You know, what is the process? The process for me is understanding that style of music a little bit, and I've heard examples of reggae or ska before, and I understand that for instance, the chord structure, it's quite a syncopated strumming rhythm, and typically it's quite high sounding on the guitar, and it has this ga for reggae, or this so this sort of offbeat. So offbeat thing for the ska feel. So by bringing that in, I'm going to be able to make this into that different genre. On top of that, instrumentation. What instrumentation are in these pieces? When I think of ska, I think of reggae, especially particularly ska. I think of horns. I think of horns coming in and doing cool little stabs and making it really interesting. I think of musically when it comes to singing it, I'm singing it differently as well. I'm more short and sharp on the way I'm singing it. The bass line is going to be on the beat, while the guitar and particularly maybe something like an organ or sometimes I get my melodica out, is going to be on the offbeat. So by creating these different conditions of what that style is and just using the chords that you can see here on screen, we're going to create a reggae version of Radioactive. So things like putting in bongos and things like putting in like different percussion elements as well is going to add to that effect of the reggae. So let's see how we go here putting that together. So let's start off with the guitar. So I've got my little guitar there on the offbeat now. So that's starting to already give us a bit of a reggae feel. Now for the bass, I'm hearing the reggae sort of line coming in. I always find the bass is a bit more on the beat for reggae. So what I mean is like So now we're going to do a bass line there. Now I might put some percussion in there with it as well. We want to get to that reggae feel. So it sort of sounds like this. That sounds reggae. Let's try and find the better one. So now we've got some, we've got that there. So now we've got a bit of a rhythm going. I want to put a bit of organ in there as well. So emphasising that offbeat there. And now we've got a bit of a reggae feel to what happens. I mentioned horns. So I love putting horns into this sound as well. So if you listen to this, it's going to sound like. Let's see if I find let's give this a go with some vocals. Now with the vocals, I'm going to try and sing it a little bit different. Just go with the style. Ash and dust. Well, I wipe up my brow and I sweat at my rust. Well, I'm breathing in the chemicals. Well, I'm breaking in. I'm shaping up. I'm checking out on the prison busters. This is it. The apocalypse. Whoa. Well, I'm waking up. I didn't go down off, it's too hard for me. I feel it in my bones enough to make my system blow. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm ready, well I'm radioactive now. Whoa, 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 I'm ready. When I raise my flags, I dump my clothes. It's a revolution, I suppose. Well, we painted it red to fit right in. Whoa, oh, yeah. Well, I'm a breaking in, I'm shaping up, and I'm checking out on the prison bus. Yeah, this is it. Oh, this is it. Whoa, and this is how, this is how, this is how, this is it. I'm waking up, I feel it in my bones, and it's enough to make my system blow. Welcome to. I'm struggling on the vocals. I won't lie. I'm struggling on the vocals. I gotta get the mindset for you. That's my apocalypse, yeah. Ooh, ooh, it's my apocalypse, yeah. Ooh, ooh, it's my apocalypse, yeah. Ooh, ooh, it's my apocalypse, yeah. I'll leave that one there. So that was my attempt to do Radioactive as a reggae. Now I wasn't too fussed with the instrumentation side of it. Just getting the vocals right took me a little while there, because the stylistic part comes into it, right? The way that you sing it kind of goes. Thanks for the emotes, by the way, makes it fit. It definitely fits in stylistically with different things when you're changing the genre, right? So I could take that same song and change it into a different genre by understanding how each of the genres kind of work. And when I say when they work, I mean the stereotype of them, right? So I'm talking about like what is the stereotype of that genre? What is the typical thing you hear within that genre? For instance, if you're listening to rock, you're going to hear that boom, 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 a driving bass line. You're going to hear that straight 8 feel on the drums. You're going to hear maybe some distorted guitar in there. If we're talking country, suddenly you're talking about, you've got your more open chords. You've got a slide guitar maybe coming in. You've got yourself some more instrumentation that's kind of and played in a way that you got that going from the fifth and the root on the bass line, so giving that sort of bluegrass feel sort of thing. So the way you play the instrumentation is going to change the feel of the song, which is going to change the genre that song falls into. Now, obviously, the artists have written it in a certain way that they want it to be played. But not every artist, but a lot of artists will be like, I want it this particular way. But we're talking about being inspired here today. We're talking about taking this is stuff that you're going to be doing when you're not necessarily always in front of people. It could be at home just jamming by yourself, or just having a bit of fun with it, right? Creativity is an amazing way to get your brain going, with your creative juices flowing and all that good stuff. So hopefully you enjoyed that one just there. Drink break. Up next, I want to try a different instrument. We've only got about 10 minutes to go here until I start closing off for the day, mainly because I've got to get to teaching. I've got working out a new music studio, and also got karaoke tonight. But I want to try something a little bit different. Over to my left here, you might notice there's like a milk crate here. This is where I keep all my percussion and just my little instruments like that. For instance, there's a harmonica in here. Let's see if I can get a harmonica into a jam somewhere. Now, have I ever really been formally taught on a harmonica? Nah, not at all. And there's also another instrument here. Let's see if I can get this into as well. I think this is my kalimba. So I have a little kalimba, and I've got pulled out some harmonicas. Now, have I ever officially been taught how to play these? Absolutely not. But when it comes to picking up a new instrument, one thing is often, can you strike it? Can you hit it? Can you shake it? What what makes a good sound on this. And I get an instrument, I just try different things out, even before I Google or look up any answers on the internet. The best way to do it is just kind of use your ears. Just try different things out, play it different ways, hold it different ways. What sounds better? And on top of that, sometimes the way that you play it is going to determine how you use it in a song. So, for instance, even if I'm playing a guitar and I'm playing right up on the back part of the guitar, it's going to have a more twangy sound, and I might use that tone in a certain piece of music, right? So the way I play it might determine something different as well. Now, with a kalimba, it's got, I don't know if you can see here, but it's got the names of the notes just written on here and the octaves. So it's quite a pretty sound. Now, the way I'm going to go about trying to work out how to play this is use a bit of my knowledge of theory. Now, on here, I know that if I do, oh, Jesus, if I don't use that sound, C, E, and G, I've got myself a C major chord, right? Now, on here I can see there's a C major chord there, right? And I know if I do F, A, and C, I've got an F chord. So for this particular song here, I'm going to use those two chords, C and F. And I'm going to also find with a lot of people don't know this, but harmonicas come in different keys. There's a range of different keys here on the side of it. This one's got E, A, D, B flat, G, F, and C. Now in this case here, we're going to go C to F major, which is going to put it in the key of C. Nice and easy, no sharps, no flats. So I'm going to get the key of C out here, and I'm going to see if I can come up with a jam that uses both this this instrument here and the harmonica somehow. How am I going to do that? Well, I don't really know yet, but we're going to figure it out together. There's always something that happens. Something always falls and breaks. Stay. Let's see, I'm going to put two parts in. I'm going to put a chord part. So now we've got a little bit of something happening now. Let's see if we can add to it. Put a beat to it. Let's make it a bit more modern. Put a little lower bass line here. So now we've got a bit of a jam starting to brew here. We haven't got the harmonica in it yet. Let's put some guitar in. No, you don't have to go, but you know that we're ending this soon. This is the last one for the Get Inspired jams that I'm doing for you. So if you enjoyed what you heard today and you're not following, subscribing, or doing the things that will make me smile, and thank you for sticking around for a while. And we say, so thank you for listening to what has been a fun stream today. We've had Amy come on and sing in her own damn way, and now I'm thinking it's time that I get ready for my other job, and this is a little bit of a solo to finish up, of course. Hope you enjoyed that one there. So we used 2 chords to C and F. We used 2 new instruments there that I don't use very often, which is the kalimba and the harmonica. And that is our jam to close us off here for today, folks. So thank you so much for hanging out. My name is Troublesome, or Treble for short. And over here, I might have get her to do a quick little wave. Just off to the side. Just there somewhere. There's a hand poking up there. That was a Colton Noir in the chat, or Amy is the real name. My real name's Damien, or Troublesome, or Treble for short, here on the stream. I'll be back again on, well, you might see me before Monday, but my regular times are now Monday at 10 p.m. for Lurk Night Jams, where you're going to hear stuff like you just heard there, chill instrumental jams. It's more a performance on the Monday. Come in and say hi and chill out with me. It's called Lurk Night Jams. It's all about the lurk, all about the chill, and instrumental chill background vibes, where I kind of jump on and just make some stuff up and do little jams. A little similar to what you just heard just then. A little lo-fi-esque feels as well. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 12 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, so midday Mountain Standard Time, I'll be here for Get Inspired. Hopefully you enjoy Get Inspired. This is the second iteration we've had of it, the second day, time this week. Hopefully you're enjoying the change up, where it's all about trying new things, taking requests, trying new ideas, and getting inspired, not only here for myself, but for hopefully you guys out there. Thank you very much for hanging out, and I will see you at the next one. Take care, everyone, and have a good day, have a good week, and I'll see you Monday. Get inspired. Let's do a raid. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do a raid. Let's do a raid. Let's do a raid now. Well, I'm trying to figure out who is online. Now let's check out who is fine to send you out to the brand new world. Let's go see who's on here. Yeah, let's go check out the stream now. Stream now. Let's go to Autopilot's online. Autopilot's awesome. Autopilot's awesome. All right, let's go. Now, Autopilot's a pretty big streamer, right? So we're gonna sneak in here a little bit and go say hi. Now, Autopilot knows my name on here as well, but I haven't seen him in a while. And he's a great looper as well. He's a fantastic musician. So we're gonna go check out Autopilot here. Let me just put in the raid right now. I don't need to do a big fuss or anything. We're just sneaking in, okay? We're going to sneak into this here. There's only a couple of us, so we're just going to slowly sneak in and say hi and check it out here. But let's have a little listen to what he's doing. To keep up in my head. Yeah, look at his cool. He's got cool camera, cool setup. He does some pretty good stuff there. But once again, that's it for me. Go enjoy Autopilot. I promise you're in for a treat here with Autopilot. There's only a few of us sneaking in, so it's going to be a big crowd for like only 2 or 3 of us going in. But you know, that doesn't matter. It's about having fun and send you on to another good musician. Let's do it. See you later, folks. Once again, that is me. That is the end of the show. Take care, all. Join in the stream here and just say hi if you want when you go in there. There's no real obligation to say hi. It's a sneaky little raid. Catch you later. Bye.